This is the third video of a series that I made to talk about the 6 major attributes and characteristics that you need to master if you'd like to go from being a good makeup artist and becoming an amazing makeup artist. With this video, I want you to help you to create self-awareness about your makeup skills. It is only when you become fully aware of them that you can create room for possibilities and growth. And when you think you know it all, you are actually blocking your chances of self-development. I'm sharing in the description below 2 links with the first 2 videos of the series in case you haven't watched them yet. In this series, I'm talking about the importance of understanding concept, the importance of comprehending proportions, the meaning of artistry, the connection between consistency and success, and how can you manage technical application, and how do you know if you nail it with your overall application. And in this episode, I'll be talking about artistry. Alright? So let's go! Hi gorgeous! Welcome to my channel. I am Flávio Miguel and I've been working as a makeup artist for over 25 years. I know you couldn't tell. And as a makeup educator for the past 7 years. During my career, But I felt that I was still missing something that I haven't done yet, starting a YouTube channel. And I would be honored to having you becoming part of my legacy. That's why it would mean the world to me if you could help me building my audience by giving us a thumbs up, subscribing to my channel, and putting your notifications on. I post regularly new content, and if you like this one, you're not gonna wanna miss the ones yet to come. In this video, I'll be talking about artistry, how you put your ideas together and how they come off to others. Could you first explain what artistry is? Sure, well, artistry is your workmanship. It is basically what makes you an artist. It is the ability to combine all of your skills. You don't need proper education to develop artistry. You can be self-taught and still develop your artistry. Every time that you find yourself being intellectually challenged, you are actually stimulating your creativity, therefore stimulating new ways of developing your artistry. But you might as well choose to develop your artistry using academic methods. That's when you decide to study art. You could engage into art school, you could do masterclasses, read books, or in our case, choosing for having a makeup education. There are 2 major factors that have been shaped artistry throughout history. One is the artist's resources, such as the materials available, the techniques, methods, and the other one is the artist's creative process, which is based upon their perception. And as we know, an individual's perception is built upon their life's experience, their feelings, beliefs, etc. It is undeniable that we will find artistry in all different fields of art, and from ancient art to contemporary art, artistry somehow has always been mirroring human society. We might as well say that artistry is the way someone creates art, but I rather think that it merely reflects the artist's intellectual and creative point of view. And as makeup artists, we develop also our own artistry. We have our own ways to create a look, therefore we have our own ways to develop artistry. When it comes to artistic approach, we will see that some artists would choose to work with old techniques and materials. A good example to help you understand this is photography. We live in a digital era, but it's not unusual to see photographers that would rather choose to shoot their subjects using an analog camera. And there's nothing wrong with it. There is a certain appreciation in how an analog camera captures the light. It is the way that the image is captured that gives that grain print on the film. And this is something that a digital camera would never achieve without digital retouching. Whatever are the reasons that make a photographer choose for this kind of approach reflects their artistry. Some artists like to stay current with their artistry by choosing to work with contemporary ideas and techniques. That is something that we would see in the mainstream. And again, there's nothing wrong with it. We might as well call it contemporary art, and you still could become a master in it. But you will find that some artists would come up with unusual ways to approach art. For some people, their creations might be quite complicated to get their head around it. It might spark some questions about their artistic integrity, their creative process, and even their taste level. The least that can happen is when the audience starts wondering whether what they are creating is art at all. But even for those artists, there's a way to rate and appreciate their artistry. We might as well call this kind of art avant-garde. I believe that those creators, they are one or maybe even many steps ahead of our times. They are pushing the boundaries of aesthetics through new ways of manipulating the ordinary. The challenge here is to stay open-minded for the unexpected, getting comfortable with the unusual. Remember that you're only as limited as your own perception. We are in charge of creating new ways of thinking and new aesthetics. So as an artist, you could choose to hold on to your techniques, or you could use techniques that were used by our ancestors and becoming a master in it. Or you could choose to do things the way no one did before. Be bold and daring. It can be risky, but in a world where everybody wants to fit in, sometimes to stand out, the best thing that you can do is be yourself. Sorry, but it's still not quite clear for me what artistry is and how it works. Could you explain in a different way? I've prepared something for you to explain exactly what artistry is and how we use it. Let's play pretend that my makeup kit is our brain. Let's take it out all of your skills, abilities and qualities and lay them one by one in the working station. We will start with our general knowledge, everything that we know from books, school, movies, television, the people around us, our daily routine, etc. Now let's put it out, everything we know about makeup from the first years of doing makeup up until this moment. Let's put on the table everything we know about products. Now everything we know about brushes. Now let's add all the workshops and masterclasses that we might ever have attended. Let's add all the YouTube tutorials that we might ever have watched. Alright? Okay, and now we're going to use our artistry. Artistry is a reflection of the talents that you have to combine all of those ingredients and creating a successful makeup look. All the actions and decisions that you're going to take from imagining the look to planning it and executing it will reflect your artistry. Every time that you start wondering about which colors you should use for your design, you are putting your artistry in use. Every decision that you make, from materials to techniques, the simple act of holding a brush in a specific way will emulate your artistry. And that's what makes you a makeup artist. Becoming aware of your artistry will give you parameters of comparison, and it's going to help you to push your skills to an even higher level. But it will also help you to create your own identity and personal style. And when you start doing this, it's when you stop following trends to setting your own. And that is one of the best ways to stay current with your art in our ever-evolving world. I really hope you enjoyed this video. In the next episode of this series, I'll be talking about consistency, performing great time after time. I cannot wait to read all of your comments and all of your questions in the comment section below. And it would mean the world to me if you could help me building my audience by liking and sharing this video and also subscribing to my channel. See you next time. Bye bye. Yes. Oh, okay. Bye.